Howdy, hey, how's everybody doing? And welcome back to Disney Daily. Pixar just dropped their newest trailer, Lightyear, which is set to be released in theaters this year on June 17th, and I am beyond excited to see this epic-looking film. The story is rumored to be a Toy Story spin-off, but it is not about the Buzz Lightyear action figure we know and love. Rather, it is about the man who inspired the character. After watching the trailer, I knew I had to take a closer look and break it down for you all, so here is the breakdown of the official trailer for Lightyear. The first couple frames of the trailer show Buzz Lightyear suiting up into his astronaut gear in what looks like some sort of space headquarters. Arguably the most notable aspect is the chain that he wears around his neck that not only displays his name, but the unforgettable Star Command symbol. And if you look a little closer, you can see that his shirt also says Star Command, which makes me extremely happy to see that Star Command is being mentioned. And as a quick reminder to those who haven't seen Toy Story in a while, Star Command is a fictional space agency that Buzz believes he works for in the Toy Story franchise. After Buzz is dressed, we see him walk through a set of sliding doors with another individual who we can assume is his co-worker. Buzz says to him, "A year's worth of work for a 4-minute flight. Isn't that something?" The camera pans out and we see what looks like a launch pad, and you can see Buzz's ship being prepared for takeoff in the distance. The man walking with Buzz chuckles and says, "We're all ready for you, sir." The next frame shows Buzz right alongside his ship with his fellow co-workers around him, as if they are all gearing up for his takeoff. Buzz begins to say, "Let's go find out if this," and suddenly he is grabbed by a long green plant-like vine that begins to drag him across the floor. He is saved by one of his fellow astronauts, who slices through the vine with some sort of blade. The next frame shows Buzz standing at an entrance, shaking off the last piece of the plant-like creature and saying thank you. The music picks up and we see the outside of what I believe to be the Star Command headquarters, and we hear Buzz's voice saying, "Buzz Lightyear mission log. After a full year of being marooned on this planet, our first test flight is a go." We then see various small buildings with a similar look. Each one seems to be numbered. All of them are behind a large wired gate, which we actually see electrocute some big bug-looking creature that flies into it. After that, we pan to Buzz, who is riding in a small car, and he looks up at the enormous spaceship that he is about to test out in flight. Right before Buzz takes off, we see him come face to face with a robot that hands him a long rectangular device with what looks like red and blue fluid within it. As Buzz takes a hold of the device, he begins to pull up on the handle, and all of a sudden the red disappears. There is a bright light, and there seems to be a crystal now inside. Now, I'm not exactly sure what the crystal is, but we can assume it is some sort of battery or power source because the next frame shows them loading the device onto the ship. The next frame is at the launch pad, and Buzz is sitting in the pilot seat of the ship, and he says to his fellow worker, "Let's get everyone home." His fellow employee is standing outside the ship before he is yanked away and tells Buzz, "Good luck, Captain, we're all counting on you." Buzz gives a thumbs up, says "Roger that," and takes off in his rocket ship, and we see him actually blast off into space. Or to infinity and beyond, I should say. We then see Buzz inside the ship, and he quickly adjusts the speed of the ship, sending it into overdrive, it appears. Once he does this, we see a bunch of different colored twinkly lights surrounding the outside of the ship, and Buzz looks not only mesmerized, but shocked. The next frame shows he has landed, and it looks to be on another planet. If I had to guess, I think this is what caused him to look shocked in the ship. The next frame shows a huge ship above for a brief moment, and then cuts to a door that opens, and behind it looks to be an army of robots. They are all identical with piercing red eyes and have the acronym ZAP on their shoulders. I'm not exactly sure what ZAP stands for, but I would like to think that the Z stands for Zurg. So perhaps it's his army? I don't know. You guys let me know what you think down in the comments. The next shot is arguably the most important because we meet one of the main supporting characters in the film. We see Buzz opening a small box and pulling out a robot cat. As Buzz takes a closer look at the robot cat, the cat turns on and says, "Hello, Buzz. I'm Socks, your personal companion robot." We then cut to Buzz running through a tunnel, and he seems to be sporting his signature spacesuit that we know from Toy Story. Buzz turns around and with a worried look on his face says, "We are being pursued by a massive robot." The camera pans back and we see a huge robot in the doorway chasing Buzz. In this frame, the robot doesn't really have any defining features other than his red eyes. The next shot shows the back of the large robot, and he seems to be trying to attack some of Buzz's fellow Star Command comrades. In the next frame, the robot seems to be battling Buzz, and we get a very clear shot of what he looks like. It is evident to me in these frames that this is Zurg due to the horns on his head, which is a signature component to the look of Zurg, as well as the red eyes that I had mentioned earlier. It would only make sense to me that they made the enemy of Buzz in this movie the sworn enemy of the Galactic Alliance, Zurg. The next shot shows Buzz back in his ship, and he seems to be leaving. His new pet robot, Socks, turns to him and says, "That was utterly terrifying and I regret having joined you." The next few frames go by rather quickly, but we see Buzz getting tackled by something in one of them, an army of robots with glowing blades in another, and a close-up of the cute and lovable Socks. We then hear two different voices yelling Buzz, and a third that yells Lightyear. We then see the Space Ranger running underneath something, and it seems as though he is trying to save one of his fellow astronaut friends from being crushed. The trailer then cuts to Buzz, who seems to be caught at a dead end and knows it. He turns around, and we get the most epic close-up of Zurg and his signature weapon, the Ion Blaster, and he is pointing it straight at Lightyear. We then see another series of quick frames. One is of Buzz back in his ship. The next frame is the back of Zurg, who seems to be in his lair surrounded by computers. The next frame is some sort of creature that attacks one of the Star Command agents, and the next frame is Buzz shooting his signature laser out of his wrist, just like in Toy Story. The very last shot we see in the trailer is of Buzz in his bed, in his Star Command PJs. He turns over and we see Socks perched up on his nightstand. The cat says, "I can provide sleep sounds if you'd like. I have several options. Summer night, ocean paradise, whale calls." Buzz turns onto his back and interrupts the cat. No, white noise is fine." Socks replies, "Very well." "Good night, Socks," says Buzz. The vibrant robot replies, "Good night, Buzz," and begins making white noise, and the trailer ends. I am honestly really looking forward to this movie, and I love that they are paying tribute to Toy Story with the use of Star Command and Zurg. I think what I'm hoping for the most in this upcoming film is a more detailed backstory about Zurg. But anyways, thanks so much for watching, and please let me know what you are most excited about, your theories and predictions down in the comments. As always, thanks for being my guest here at Disney Daily. Until next time.